Hi everybody and welcome back to the Nganawe Live channel. Today we're going to be talking about what I'd like to call cinematiquettes. So, what are cinematiquettes, you're asking yourself? It's cinema and etiquettes. Basically how to conduct yourself when you're within the cinema environment or the theater or the movies. It's just there's such those small things that other people do that you feel like, I mean, come on, you could be a bit more considerate towards the next person. So starting off, let's actually start at the beginning of the process. Bookings. Now, however it is you choose to book your movie, whether it's over the phone or online, which is most probably the case, or you actually prefer buying the ticket at the cinema, that's totally up to you. But however it is, just do it ahead of time. Okay, because this is directly linked to the second thing I'm actually going to mention right now, which is punctuality and seats. So book your tickets ahead of time so that you get the seats that you want, and you also you know what time to arrive for the movie. You don't come in there rushing in. If I'm sitting right in front of you, maybe don't put your feet on my seat. Maybe don't, because now I'm sitting there and I have to deal with you pushing me and moving this side and you're moving that side, and it's like you can see I'm sitting right in front of you. Okay, if there's no one in front of you, I'm not the owner of Ster-Kinekor. I can't tell you what to do in the theater or put any rules or bar you from doing anything. Fine, man, knock yourself out, put your feet on the chair or whatever you want to do. But if there's someone sitting in front of you, maybe you want to think about that before you actually do it, because it's kind of very annoying. And I've seen the main reason why I'm mentioning the things I'm mentioning in this video is because a whole lot of people do it. They do it so many times that you can't help but find it as something that's very, very annoying. Like, but how can you do this? How can you put your feet on someone else's? You're basically putting your feet on someone else's head while they're watching a movie. It's very disrespectful. Another point I'd actually like to touch on is selfies. Okay, this may be the norm with other people, I don't know, I don't understand it, but we're in a theater, who cares, man? Selfies are not really that important. Selfies, phones, it's actually more of a distraction than anything else to everybody else sitting within the theater with you. If you're in the theater, switch your phone off, or at least put it on flight mode, put it on silent or vibrate at least, but try to not touch your phone while you're still in the theater with other people watching a movie. If your phone is ringing, if your phone is vibrating, stand up, leave the theater, go somewhere else, because it's dark. No matter where within this theater you're sitting, if you pull out a phone and there's a light, it's gonna distract people, dark or blue, I don't care what you say. So if your phone is ringing, go outside. You wanna, I don't know, text someone on WhatsApp or whatever the case is, basically you wanna touch your phone, you might maybe think about stepping outside for a couple of seconds, attending to your business, and then coming back, because it's really distracting to have someone busy on their phone while you're trying to concentrate on the screen. It's very dark. The only light that there is the light from the projector on the screen and your phone. It's very, very distracting. Even if you wanted to ignore it, you can't. And closing off, this doesn't happen quite often, but funny enough, the last film I actually went to watch, I was surprised to see it happen. It doesn't usually happen because I usually think, I mean, they wouldn't allow that to happen, but hey, life is, I don't know, strange. Kids or babies, if you're watching, I don't know, PG-13 rated movie upwards, obviously you can't bring an infant in there. Like, what are you thinking? Like, why are you bringing just a newborn baby or even a toddler into there? The rating says this movie cannot be watched by such a person, first of all. Secondly, there's so many things that can happen. Your kid could be sleeping. Maybe that's what your excuse is going to be when you walk into the theater. Oh no, they're sleeping, they're not gonna be watching the movie, etc, etc, but I really want to watch the movie. Okay, fine. And then maybe they let you through, to which I don't know what the grounds are on letting people through with kids, but it actually happens, funny enough. So then you get into the theater and you are now watching the movie with the rest of the people. Let's say the kid really is sleeping, the baby's sleeping. Do you not think the theater is so loud the sound, the music, whatever it is that's happening, there's just too much noise and too much sound. At some point, your baby is gonna wake up. And what happens when a baby wakes up? Anybody knows when a baby wakes up, especially a newborn baby, the first thing they do is cry. They will cry. They may be frightened, or maybe that's just what, I don't know, that's what babies do. They cry when they wake up. So now, not only are you disturbing your kid, you're also not disturbing other people within the theater. And it's like, wait, how did you not see this coming? How did you not think in a 2-hour-long movie, your baby's gonna wake up at some point due to the noise, due to maybe they don't want to sleep anymore? How did you not figure out that at some point while watching this movie, my baby might wake up, and then when my baby wakes up, the baby's gonna cause a noise? And it's something you might not want to do, because you're not gonna watch the entire movie either way. You might maybe not watch it that day, get a nanny and watch it another day. And another point that is sort of linked to being distracted or disturbing other people is noise. All right, maybe you are having, I don't know, a girl's night out or boys' night out, and you're going to watch a movie or whatever the case is. Yeah, it's not your living room. Please consider that you're not the only people within the theater. You are with other people who you have no idea how they choose to watch their movies. The best thing you could do is maybe just try to keep it quiet. Try to make as less noise as possible. There's no need for you to be talking to someone 7 seats diagonally down the row or whatever the case is, or even next to you. Now you're giggling and laughing. Okay, if we're laughing at something on the movie, like it's a joke or something, that's fine, that's totally fine. But now you starting your own conversation and drawing your own parallels right behind my ear with your buddy here, and you're making jokes or ribbing other people within the theater. It's not fun. It's, like I said, distracting and very, very disturbing. And if at the very least, it's just being very inconsiderate towards the next person. I understand you may have your own style of how you enjoy movies when you're sitting at in your couch in your living room, but you have to understand, you're not the only one in the theater right now. Maybe be a little bit more considerate towards other people now. Just moving up and down, you understand? Make up your mind. Do you want to watch the movie? Do you not want to watch the movie? Moving up and down. 1 minute you're in, the next you're out. You're moving between people. It's all these things that I'm actually mentioning are mostly directed towards distracting, disturbing, and disrespectful things that you're doing to the other person who's in the theater. And fine, yeah, sure, like I'm saying, I'm not the minister of going to the movies and watching movies. I can't tell you what to do. It's just, but you can be a decent person towards the next person, right? So try to be that. You don't want to be moving up and down, disturbing other people while they're watching a movie. If you booked a ticket to go watch a movie, that means you had a plan that you're going to be in one place for at least 2 hours. Or 1.5 hours. So you knew you were going to be there for quite a while. So when you now disturb people, you're moving in and out, you're standing up and down, and it's just, maybe you want to plan your day ahead better next time. So yeah, that's basically about it. Like I said, I wouldn't be mentioning these things if they were not being done. These are things that are literally done all the time. Guys, is what do you think? Have you ever had any experiences, any challenges when you're going to the cinema and maybe someone does something that like you really can't ignore? It really irks you. What have been your challenges when going to the cinema? What have been those things that like really irk you? What do you wish people could stop? You know, I'd like to hear more from you. I'd like to hear more opinions from you. You can comment down below with what have your experiences been. Also, do you agree with the stuff I say? Do you want to add on more? Do you feel like maybe I'm being too, I don't know, maybe I'm being unreasonable when it comes to certain other stuff? Comment down below, tell me what you think. You can also go on my Twitter at @NanoLive and just tweet me directly from there. Yeah, that's basically about it. So if you like what you saw, heard, or got here, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.